As we look at the landscape of WWE Raw heading to Netflix in 2025, we got to look back at 2024 to figure out, how did we get here? Go back to January 1st, Raw Day 1, when The Rock shocked the world and showed up to ask a question.
Should The Rock sit at the head of the table?
On that night, the crowd said yes, but it took them about a month to actually say no.
I didn't think I was going to hear that one.
See, back in 2023, after losing to Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes spent the better part of a year conquering beasts, winning tag team gold.
Feel me? Do you feel him, sir?
And finally, for the second year in a row, he won the Royal Rumble.
Which champion will Cody Rhodes choose? I think it's pretty clear.
But Michael Cole, it wasn't clear. Although Cody deserved redemption against Roman Reigns, TKO's newest board member, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, would get in the way. After Cody's Rumble win, The Rock tried to steal Cody's match against Roman Reigns, but the fans said, I don't think so. And the American Nightmare agreed.
This right here is bullshit. At WrestleMania 40, I choose you, Roman Reigns.
Taking The Rock's match infuriated the People's Champion so much, he slapped Cody Rhodes. I mean, come on, the man made a PowerPoint and everything. The Rock started wearing extremely expensive shirts and became the final boss.
This side of The Rock has always been in here. Always. You shut your mouth, fatty. The Rock will come out there and slap the herpes off your lips.
Roman Reigns and The Rock would team up, putting an emphasis on family, while the superstar that would come to Cody's aid was the revolutionary, Seth freaking Rollins. Seth and Cody had had their differences, but this was too important.
There is only one man on Earth who is uniquely suited to be your shield.
Seth worked to convince Cody that the two of them teaming up was their one and only shot to finally get the power away from Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. Cody felt every bit of that power when The Rock dragged him into the parking lot, whipped him, and made him bleed, making threats to Mama Rhodes for good measure.
Look at your boy, Mama Rose. Look at your boy. Look at the blood.
With the help of Seth Rollins, John Cena, and even The Undertaker, Cody Rhodes conquered Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, winning the WWE Championship. But before they left Raw, The Rock told Cody that he would be back for Cody, and he returned a still unknown gift to the American Nightmare.
You don't even have to open your hand to know what this is. Don't you ever break my heart again.
Seth Rollins was not so fortunate. Although he helped Cody, Seth walked into WrestleMania a beaten, worn-down competitor. He'd been Raw's workhorse and World Heavyweight Champion for months, and he lost the title to Drew McIntyre. Even revolutionaries are human beings. Speaking of that match, Drew McIntyre made history by tweeting mid-match and then becoming the champion for 5 minutes.
I'm catching it right now.
CM Punk knocked the wrestling world on its head by doing the impossible, returning to the WWE 10 years after he walked out the door. Punk's first televised match was the 2024 Royal Rumble, where he was injured after Drew McIntyre tore Punk's triceps. Injuries happen, but Drew showed up to Raw the night after the Rumble to inform Punk that he had recently found religion.
I prayed for this and it happened.
WrestleMania was Punk getting revenge. Drew McIntyre was able to get a shot at Damian Priest's title on Drew's home continent nonetheless, but Punk ruined it.
Holy hell!
Then Drew won Money in the Bank and he cashed it in on the same night, but Punk ruined it. And just when things couldn't get more toxic, a friendship bracelet became wrestling's most divisive object. Punk and Drew's rivalry finally culminated at Bad Blood inside Hell in a Cell, where Drew McIntyre would be hit with a toolbox. CM Punk would be force-fed friendship beads, and eventually Punk would stand victorious. Meanwhile, Damian Priest would have a great reign as World Heavyweight Champion, eventually losing it to Gunther, while his terror twin Rhea Ripley, she would have a different story. Rhea had the match of a lifetime at WrestleMania, beating Becky Lynch to retain her Women's World Championship, but Rhea Ripley had no idea that Liv Morgan was waiting to turn her life upside down.
Oh yeah! Liv Morgan! is back.
Liv returned to the WWE after a months-long injury hiatus at the hands of the Eradicator. When Liv came back, she came back for everything. On the Raw after WrestleMania, Liv's revenge tour kicked off when she attacked Rhea Ripley backstage, putting Rhea on the shelf for months. But Liv was hardly done. Becky Lynch won Rhea's vacated Women's World Championship, but Liv was able to take it from Becky with what we thought was unintended help from Mommy's Poppy, Dominic Mysterio. Only maybe it wasn't unintended help. Liv would soon be seen with Dominic and other members of the Judgment Day all over Monday Night Raw.
I told her to leave me alone, but she left me her hotel room key.
That's cool. Le Chateau. That's not cool. No.
She started helping Dom in his matches and giving him PlayStations, and maybe most devious of all, huge quantities of chicken tendies. Once Rhea got back, she looked to take out Liv, but the damage was done. Dirty Dominic Mysterio became Liv's daddy Dom, turning his back on his ex-mommy and helping Liv Morgan retain the Women's World Championship from the Eradicator.
Dominic, you sorry two-timing son of a bitch!
Even worse, just as Damian Priest, as world champion, was trying to keep the Judgment Day together, Finn Balor turned on him, costing him the World Heavyweight Championship in his match with Gunther. Just like that, Priest and Rhea were out of their own group, and Liv Morgan had taken the Judgment Day as well. After beating Priest, Gunther spent the second half of the year as WWE's most dominant World Heavyweight Champion, avenging his loss to Sami Zayn, beating Randy Orton, and even insulting both Bret the Hitman Hart and Bill Goldberg to their faces.
I really hope for you that Bill is a better father than he is a professional wrestler.
Meanwhile, a new wave of talent took over Monday Night Raw. After the draft, Lyra Valkyria swooped in with a bang, making it all the way to the Queen of the Ring finals. Sheamus returned to the ring and added the B word back into everyone's vocabulary by giving us banger after banger after banger after... Well, you get it. Speaking of the B word, Pete Dunne spent a good amount of time this year trying to convince the Raw audience that his name was not Butch, which confused R-Truth.
I just need a spot to hide out from Butch.
Then again, R-Truth was also confused about Dominic or Tom and Nick Mysterio.
Tom and Nick Mysterio, even though I never met Nick, he's still my brother.
The Miz turning on him, and the difference between Tommaso Ciampa and Triple H.
This Houdini got you fooled too. But I see right through you, Tommaso Ciampa.
But Truth always hides genius in his confusion, as not only did he become a tag team champion this year, he also got to team with his childhood hero, as he puts it, John Cena.
15-knuckle shuffle!
Just a taste of the GOAT before we get a full and final year of John Cena in 2025. Braun Breaker showed up, won the Intercontinental title twice, and set the world on fire with speed, power, and intensity. Every time he steps on the screen, he looks like a future world champion, especially when he was face-to-face with Jacob Fatu, who ended up on Raw to stop the Dream Intercontinental title reign of Jey Uso. Jey sold out arenas, yeeting all over the world as he truly lived up to his moniker of main event. He went into 2024 saying it would be the year of his first singles title, and it was. Jey finally becoming Intercontinental Champion was one of the feel-good moments of the year. Allied to Jay's brother Solo Sikoa, Bronson Reed came to Raw with one mission and one mission only: to make an opportunity for himself regardless of if it was intended for him or not. Reed took out multiple superstars, including Seth Rollins, whose Raw return was cut short after a plethora of tsunamis from Big Bronson.
Not again!
When Seth came back to Raw again, the war was on. Raw GM Adam Pearce was pushed to the brink of insanity, with Seth and Bronson literally tearing buildings down, trying to rip each other apart. Then there was the Wyatt Six.
We're here!
Over the summer, eerily familiar but different, creepy vignettes started airing on WWE TV. They culminated in a group called the Wyatt Six, led by Uncle Howdy, showing up to Raw to spread the message of Howdy's late brother, Bray Wyatt. Some of us are still trying to figure out their message, but they do not like when people mistreat their families, which is what Chad Gable found out after weeks of mistreating American Alpha, when Monday Night Raw ended with Uncle Howdy's clan leaving the gorilla position in shambles and the former Olympic athlete with a head wound. Towards the end of the year, Sami Zayn rejoined the Bloodline. Then, a Women's Intercontinental Championship was announced. And finally, the New Day broke our hearts, throwing away their decade of positivity and telling Big E they no longer wanted anything to do with him.
Yeah, you broke your neck. So what?
And now we get to Raw on Netflix, where Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa determine who the tribal chief really is. Rhea Ripley might finally have a chance to get revenge against Liv Morgan. And Seth Rollins and CM Punk are going to attempt to squash what is an over 10 years long beef. We got a taste at the Raw kickoff, but we find out what happens next when the whole world changes on January 6th, when Monday Night Raw debuts on Netflix.